Hello, so our team had creatine, and I'm here to introduce you to what creatine is. So, what is creatine? Creatine is a organic compound found within the human body, primarily in cells, forming muscle and brain. Creatine is a popular supplement, especially amongst athletes and performers and gym goers who want to put in effort to gain muscle mass, improve strength, and improve athletic performance. So, how does creatine work? Creatine is ingested through our daily diet, through foods such as red meat and fish, and converts into a substance called creatine phosphate. It then, the creatine phosphate then assists in creating ATP, or known as adenosine triphosphate. ATP is known as the energy source for the body and allows us to use our muscles to contract them. ATP is also often called the body's energy currency. So when you have more ATP, your body can perform better during exercise. Proposed benefits of creatine is it's one of the most thoroughly researched and used supplements globally. Researchers say that it is actually one of the most tested supplements and has an outstanding safety profile. Supplementing additional creatine into daily diet is believed to have many more performance related benefits, such as helping muscle cells grow, produce more energy, increase muscle mass, strength, speed, endurance, and helps in recovery time. Creatine is a substance that is primarily found naturally in your body, particularly in muscle cells. Definitely boosts your workload, improves cell signaling, increase cell hydration, reduce protein breakdown. It can improve brain health and prevent neurological disease. So creatine gives your muscles more energy and leads a change in cell function that can increase muscle growth, which is why athletes and performers who want to play at a higher level take creatine as a natural supplement and want to use it to perform at a higher level and compete with athletes all around the world. So that is what creatine is.
Hello, my name is Tanner Smith, and I'm talking about the active ingredients amongst creatine. Creatine is a nitrogenous organic acid that helps supply energy to the cells throughout the body. The most widely found ingredient amongst creatine products is creatine monohydrate. This can be seen in the nutrition labels on the slides or the back of really any creatine bottle or product. Creatine monohydrate will be on there along with the amount that's in that product. Creatine is naturally formed from three amino acids: L-arginine, glycine, and L-methionine. However, manufacturing companies of creatine also like to add their own additional ingredients to their products, really based off consumer needs. Along with that, consumers looking to buy creatine really make their decision not only on the creatine monohydrate, but the additional ingredients that go with that. People looking to take creatine as part of their daily diet will look for creatine containing ingredients such as vitamin D or other kind of vitamins that they may need throughout their daily diet. Um, Consumers of creatine that are athletes or people going through rigorous workouts or breaking down muscles often will look for creatine products that contain a creatine buffer, like Crealkaline. This is needed to just really help their muscles really repair to the best as quick as it can, and also to really help their muscles retain water to add maybe additional weight or more of a buffer look. Um, yep, that's the active ingredients amongst creatine.
Hi, I'm McKenna and I'm doing support for effectiveness on creatine. Creatine helps muscle cells produce more energy. It supports many other functions in muscles. It also improves high intensity exercise performance, speeds muscle growth, and can fight off other diseases. Creatine can lower blood sugar levels and fight off diabetes. It also helps improve brain function and can reduce fatigue and tiredness. The most important part about creatine is that it is safe and easy to use. Thank you.
Cost of creatine. Generally, prices range from around 10 cents to $3.13 per serving, or $8.21 to $56.37 per tub, package, or bottle, though this may vary depending on where you shop at. The cheaper brands are about 38 cents for a full clinically dosed 5-gram serving, whereas more expensive brands are around $1.30 to around $2.50 for a full clinically dosed 5-gram serving. The factors that can increase or decrease these prices are the quality of ingredients, the lack or presence of additives, fillers, artificial colors, or flavors, the use of third-party testing for banned substances or contaminants, and just the adherence to good manufacturing prices.
Hi, my name is Cami, and I'm going to be presenting on the marketing side of creatine. For today, we're looking at the brand Muscle Tech, which is a pretty well-known brand and a pretty big brand amongst athletes and those who are working out and whatnot. And the very first thing that I looked at when researching their marketing is going to the actual website itself. And once you pull up the specific product of their platinum creatine, in big words, their first claims are it increases muscle size, enhances strength, and improves recovery. And using these specific marketing phrases, it applies to anyone who works out. These are main goals of people who are working out. These are hopefully what they're looking for in results. And by marketing these benefits of creatine, it appeals to the audience, making it more likely for them to actually buy and use the product. Also looking through their website, they have many quotes saying, this is the best results I've ever gotten from the creatine supplement. And it kind of goes into their advertising that they have on the specific physical product itself. When you look at it, I have the picture to the left of the screen. It talks about how it's a platinum 100% creatine. This can tell consumers that it is better than other brands, that it is more pure than other brands, that it's going to work better than other brands. On the website, it doesn't talk about how scientifically it is platinum 100% creatine, but on the website, I was able to find about how the product works, creatine itself, how it works, how it's been tested, the quality control and whatnot, but doesn't necessarily talk about how it's 100% creatine and the facts behind that. But overall, they're able to market to the larger audience.
Safety and legal issues of creatine. Some of the side effects of creatine are nausea, stomach pain, diarrhea, muscle cramping, and weight gain. You can also experience a pounding heartbeat along with trouble breathing. You can experience dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. Some things to avoid while being on creatine are drinking coffee, tea, soda, and really any drink with added caffeine in it, because if you consume caffeine while taking creatine, it can increase your risk for having a stroke. Another thing to avoid would be overheating and dehydration in a workout, because creatine draws water to the muscles, which causes increased dehydration during exercise. Some illegal issues involved with creatine are that creatine is not a substance that has been reviewed by the FDA for its safety or purity purposes. Side effects may not be known, and since creatine isn't reviewed by the FDA, there is no regulation when it comes to manufacturing the product, which means anything can be put in the mixture and sold. And that also means that each mixture can be different from the next. Contamination can occur very frequently.
Hello, my name is Sihan, and I also go by Heather. And this is, I'm going to do the slides for the alternatives for our presentation. And as we learned from the previous slides, that creatine does not really bring any very severe negative impact to our human body, but there are still a couple alternative supplements that could be a little better than creatine. So now the first one I list down is called the branched chain amino acid, which is also known as BCAA. And this is obviously an amino acid that develop proteins in human body, and it could be supporting muscle growth and repair, and also increase the exercise endurance and improve the mental focus. And it's usually pretty tasty and more affordable. This could be a little better alternative than creatine because it don't remain stored in the liver for a very long time, and because it goes directly to the muscle and fill them with energy. And the next one I have written down is the whey protein, and this is very commonly seen in athletes, which it's usually used to use for growing lean muscle mass, and it's usually less expensive and tastes pretty well for most of the time. It could be there's a lot of positive research on whey protein. And the next one I have written down is the beta-alanine essential amino acids. Obviously, this is again amino acid that builds up protein, and this one, compared to the other ones, it naturally occurs in organism, which is pretty good, and it slows down the rate of muscle tiredness by to enhance the athletic performance. And the next I have is the nitric oxide supplements, and these can enhance athletic performance by feeding the muscles mass with more oxygen, and it could also cause vasodilation, which the blood vessel becomes wider, so it could transport more oxygen into it. And there's also research that have shown that this supplement could prevent blood clotting. And the next one I have is caffeine, and researchers have shown that caffeine could improve a person's mood and also increase the exercise endurance. And the last one I have is natural food. It could also be alternative for creatine, but you need to consume a lot of these like red meat, fish, or chicken to get the same amount of creatine that you want from just the creatine powder. For example, like a pound of steak has less creatine in it than a half teaspoon of creatine powder. So there could be an alternative, but depends on the need, that how much you want. And yeah, that's all I have for the slides.
My name is Jose, and I will be concluding our creatine presentation. Overall, creatine is a very affordable and accessible supplement, hence why it is so popular amongst gym goers and athletes. It's pretty safe to use because it's highly researched, and thus, pretty easy to incorporate on your diet on a daily basis. It helps increase muscle mass, strength, and size, and also helps your muscles recover more quickly after a workout. That's going to conclude this presentation. Thank you.